Maybe an NBA championship on the horizon?
Something tells me they're tired of watching the same video of Dr. J on the parade float. To Paul George. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Sixers have the basketball. Kawhi Leonard swats it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard buries the wide open three. That's too easy.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
To Tobias Harris. Can't connect from inside. To George. Taken by the Sixers. Horford to Tobias Harris. Clippers have got it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Leonard. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Knocks down the first. Second of three is good. No good. Made the first two, missed the last. Harris. Over to the right side. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Beverly. Great feed. Sets it up. Has a look. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end. Brett Brown wants a timeout. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter. Substitution being made in this one. Simmons with it. Right now, down 7. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Here's Simmons with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Embiid. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Simmons. From the painted area, won't go down. Leonard. Almost. Unlucky bounce.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second-guess your shot. You've had 3 wide-open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
Fires the 3. Good sign that time, Jay, as they going to go down. But now let's see if they can get a stop on the other end.
If you're looking at this game like you're looking at your week, it's the first quarter, which means that it's Monday. It's early. Just because you had a bad Monday doesn't mean you can't have a great Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Were you the kind of person who always had that case of the Mondays?
No, it's always Friday, my friend.
That's the way to do it. Kawhi Leonard sizing up Ennis. Trying to cash in. Kawhi Leonard. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard. He made his first effort, but not that time. Into the front court comes Simmons. They trail by 7. Clippers have it. To Beverly. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
Look, as a player, this stuff happens all the time. No need to...
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
The assist from number 33, Tobias Harris. One minute remaining in the first quarter.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
The free throw good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. Simmons into the front court. Just under a minute to go in a very one-sided first quarter of play. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Kawhi Leonard. Deep two there, won't go. Leonard. Tough shot, he hits.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
Sixers control it. Going to launch beyond the arc. They'll take it from downtown. Let's see, Jay, if that wakes them up.
Yeah, that was a big-time three, but the most important possession is now, the one you're currently in. Don't focus on the next play, but focus on the present.
The assist from number 2, Kawhi.
Smith with it up top. His team down 9. Beverly. And drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Kawhi Leonard with a piece. 1 quarter down. It's been all Clippers so far. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Jonah Bolden sends it away. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
The assist from number 1, Mike Scott.
George, the rebound taken down by the Sixers. Here's a chance from long range. Textbook defense. Beverly. Paul George to Beverly for three. Shot no good. You know Beverly can appreciate good defense. Down the lane to lay it in.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Leonard, count the triple. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Harris goes to the left side. Lets it fly from long range. Message received. Well defended. Jonah Bolden sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Richardson matched up with Paul George. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Harris. Nothing going here on that drive. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Leonard. Not getting the bounce. Embiid. Clippers have got it. Strong finish for Paul George.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Simmons to Embiid and finishes strong.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Short jumper stays out.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Simmons with it. Down a dozen. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's 3 for 7.
This game is so mental. Trust me. Some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Leonard. Short jumper won't go down.
I know he was absolutely shocked he was so open. I know we were shocked he was open. You gotta make those.
4-3. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Leonard to Paul George. Leonard. He engulfed him that time. Harris to Simmons. Shot from the lane won't go to Embiid. Has a chance. Embiid shot off the mark. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. To Simmons. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw good. A three-point play as they move in front here just before the break. Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Time to shuffle things up.
For the 76ers, number 0,
Big finish at the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Tobias Harris above the rim.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Watch the cutter, man.
Good look that time, but off the mark. This for the tie. We've reached halftime in a 2-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard to George. Lays it up and in.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
A big finish at the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Ben Simmons has got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. First try at the line, no good. So he goes 1 for 2. From the line after hitting on the second.
It's me, I got it.
And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
George buries it on the catch and shoot.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Count the basket at the rim.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
I got him.
Harris to Simmons. And the finish at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Pick up.
Got it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Simmons to Richardson. Horford. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score, and that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Leonard knocks it down.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you, or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes, or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Today's game and claim your prize at the customer service desk located near section 104.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Simmons to Embiid. Joel Embiid looking good. 4 for 5.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Driving is Simmons, but a shot no good. George to Williams. Beyond the arc for 3. Can't get the bounce. Great feed. And strokes it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Leonard. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Simmons with it. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. And Josh Richardson, tough make there. Knocks it down with the defender all over him.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Harris. From long range. Knocks down the 3.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
That one off the mark. It's no good. Harris to Embiid. Fires the 3. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Richardson. Tough matchup against George. And the rebound taken in by Williams. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Here's Simmons with it up top. His guys trail now by 4. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Oh, a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Mike Scott. That's his 1st personal foul. Team foul number 2.
George not going down here. To Horford. Knocked loose. Clippers have it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
To Beverly. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Patrick Beverly plays with so much confidence. Zero hesitation, knocks it down.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Simmons. Clippers have got it.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
Count it.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Paul George to Leonard. A lot of contact, no whistle. To Richardson. Josh Richardson, quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
These breakdowns happen because the team lacks communication. You have to point towards your man, keep that butt towards the baseline, and make sure you communicate through every screen.
And he'll go to the foul line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws.
Entering the game for LA, number 23.
Harris to Richardson. Fires the three. Tough shot. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
And this is where I get a chance to see if coaches can change it up. Maybe let one of your players lead the timeout so your team can hear a different voice to keep everybody engaged. Maybe like the Warriors did with Andre Iguodala.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Sixers have the basketball. Simmons. And a throwdown. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Slams it down.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Layup goes down. Well done.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Throws it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Timeout called here by the Clippers. That's their first. Leaves them with one remaining the rest of the way. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 20.
Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 4. Philadelphia
George
76ers.
to Leonard.
And the penalty.
He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Hat-trick Beverly. He's now 5 for 6.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Paul George. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Shot from the lane won't go. Clippers have the basketball to George. Going to launch beyond the arc. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. To Simmons. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Leonard. Kyle O'Quinn rejects it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Leonard. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Not that. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Now the Clippers call a timeout. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Now a steal by Philly.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.